everyone, welcome to today's tutorial, and in this video I will be covering a really interesting tool called the blend tool. So what the blend tool does is that it combines two colors together inside a shape or in a path. So this tool is really similar to the gradient tool, but it's a little different. So the blend tool comes in handy if you are making any type of artwork, be it for your college project or school project, or even if you're designing an illustration for your phone cover or for your t-shirt, right? So let's begin by opening a new document. Okay, so for this video, I will be using this A4 size document, which is 210 millimeters by 20 by 297 millimeters. The orientation is portrait, and I will give a name to my document, blend tool. So of course, feel free to use any of these documents provided by Adobe Illustrator, or you can customize it even further by providing in your own values in the width and the height option right here. So let's begin. Alright, so I would also like to remind you all to make sure that the Essential Classic options has been switched on from this drop down box below. Then only you will be able to see all these tools right here on your screen. So let's start by making our first shape. So I will be using this ellipse tool right here. I will remove the stroke since I do not want any outline. I will choose my color. I'll choose pink. And I'll make a circle like this by clicking and dragging my mouse. Right. So now that my circle is still selected, I will just click on Alt and drag my circle in a straight line down below like that. So now a copy is made. So I'll also change the color of the second circle from pink to dark blue. Okay, so I'll select both these two circles by clicking on Shift, and the blend tool is right here on the left hand side of your screen. It's right beneath the gradient tool. The shortcut key for the blend tool is the letter W. We click on the blend tool and I take my cursor over to the first circle. I click and drag my mouse all the way to the second circle and do the same thing in the reverse order. And now you can see the color of these two shapes now get blended into one single path like that. So this was one way of blending two colors together in a single path. So let me also show you how you can blend two colors inside a single shape. Right? So let's start by making a polygon. Like that. Now instead of pink, I'll choose some other color. I will choose yellow. I'll make sure there is no stroke. And okay, so I'll make another polygon. And this time, the second polygon will have a different color. I will choose light blue. And like I'll drag my mouse and bring this polygon to the center of the first polygon like that. I'll do the same thing as I did with this one. I'll select both these two polygons by clicking on Shift. Go back to the blend tool and do the same thing. From inside to outside and outside to inside like that. And now you can see the blending happens inside a single shape, right? So with a little practice, you will soon become familiar with the blend tool. Now let's quickly save our document by going over to the file option and clicking on save as. So by default, our document will be saved as an Adobe Illustrator file. I highly recommend that you first save your documents in this format so that if you have to make any further changes, you can access your Adobe Illustrator file. Or else you will be keep making a new document each time. And you don't want that to happen, right? So once it's saved in an Adobe Illustrator file, you can also save this file in a PDF format by clicking on Adobe PDF and clicking on save. Apart from that, if you want to save your document in a JPEG format, you can do that by going to File, going to Export and Export As. So by default again, the document will be saved as a JPEG format and we click on Export. And on that note, we now come to the end of our video. I hope you found this tutorial to be useful and thank you for watching and keep practicing.